Hi everyone. In this video, I would like to introduce Matomos Analytics and the Internet of Things. And the example I would like to take is the one of near-field communication. So what is near-field communication? It's, as Wikipedia said, a set of communication protocols that enable two electronic devices, so portable devices, and let's say something else in order to communicate. So they are getting in contact. So today the example I'm going to take is the one of basic code and like this one. And as you can see, I will attach to this card actually an NFC tag. So NFC tags can be purchased on the internet. You can actually go straight through AliExpress, and through AliExpress you will see that it's pretty cheap actually. Most of the time you get it by pack of 10, and it doesn't cost that much. Then actually once you purchase them, you need to write some information on them, and then it can be read afterward. So in this tutorial, what I will do is I will try to simulate something like this in order to show how you can actually push the data out to Matomo through this door by passing, let's say, an ID card, and then it will send the data to Matomo. Of course, the issue that you will have is that because you are sending it to Matomo, of course, you expect after that to track this given user through the use of a website or of an app. And in order to do so, you need actually to use a feature which is called the user ID. If not, actually, the user who passed the door and the one who is visiting actually your website cannot be linked together. And of course, it means that every time that you pass the door, if you don't use the user ID, this user will not be associated to the visits that you will do on your website afterward. And of course, it has no, let's say, sense. It will just basically count the number of people who pass the door, which is not something that you are interested in. You are more interested in knowing that they pass the door, and probably in some hours they will connect to your website. So I suggest that we get started. So actually in this tutorial, I don't have an access door, but I will simulate it by creating um, a mobile app, and this mobile app will act as the door itself. So first of all, as I previously said, you need to have a card in order to pass the door. So in my case, I have a card, and to this card that I have up here, I'm just gonna, let's say, add my NFC tag. So I'm just gonna do something like this with oops. Okay, so I just added some tape on it in order to let's say have my cards up. So now I need to write some information on this given ID card. So I guess one can do it with App Inventor too, but in my case, actually, I didn't succeed to write, let's say, in the tag itself. So what I will do is I will use a given app. This app is named just gonna adjust the time to find it back. So the name of this app is named NFC Tools, that you can find actually on the Play Store. So here, NFC Tools. I'm gonna click on it. So it's asking me actually to let's say pass an NFC tag. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna put my NFC tag and I'm gonna fire it like this. So it's gonna, let's say, yeah, so it just fired right up, and now it's asking me what do you want to do with this tag. So in my case, I want to write on it, and I want to add a record. So I'm going to do that, and I'm gonna register some text, and this text that's going to be my email address. And the reason is that actually I set on my website the user ID according to my email address. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to put my email address. So that's it. .com. Okay, so here I have my email address entered. So now in order to write on it, what I will do is we need to write. So that's why I'm going to click here. And now it's telling me, okay, so now pass your NFC tag in order to send the data to it. So that's what I'm doing right now. So yes. Yep. Okay. So now it's telling me that it has been successful. So I'm just going to validate it. And by security, I'm just going to check what is written within the tag. So um, mm, 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 that should be mm, yeah. Okay, it's something over here, but let's say that I didn't find it out for this tutorial, but it's telling me, okay, that the information is written. I'm just concerned that actually I used this tag before, so I hope that actually the information has been erased. Not sure. Anyway, I'm going to keep moving forward. So now I have an ID card which has actually some information written on it, and those information are, let's say, my email address. So now in order to read these cards out, what I will do is I will create an app which will display as an access door. So I use for that App Inventor 2, which is an easy program for you in order to create some app on Android and actually to use as well the Internet of Things easily. So in this app, what I have is I have a near field component. So I just took it out from the sensor and I just make a drag and drop. So this component will allow my app that I created to read actually the NFC component. And I have as well a web component in order to send, so this is what you can find here in connectivity, in order to send the data to Matomo through an HTTP request. So in my case, I want to send the user ID, so in my case, my email address, as a data recognition from Matomo to recognize that this is me as, let's say, individual who passed the door. So I will get a code which will look like this one. When the tag is red, when near field tag is red, then what do is you set actually your your text message. In my case, that was just for debugging in order to know if the information is read properly to be displayed on my app. And then if actually the NFC component is not empty, right? If it has some data in, actually it should send an HTTP request to Matomo. So this is my Matomo instance with all the different parameters that I want to pass. So in my case, I want to pass the information that the access door has been, let's say, passed. The user ID as well, and the user ID will be equal to the information that I added to my NFC tag. So in order to know how to build this request hub, you have actually all the information within the Mattermost developer documentation in order to create an HTTP request, and that's it. So it's going to send afterward the request, and it's going to display a green message in order to say if let's say the request has been properly sent, or at least if the tag has some data in. So that's it. And on my website, actually, which is this website, what do I have? I have as well the user ID, which is defined every time that I'm logged in within, let's say, my website, and I defined it such as the documentation is saying it by adding. So if I just show it up here, just by adding actually to all of my uh, WordPress template the following code in order to say, okay, when my web page load, I want you to look if the user is connected through WordPress. If it does, just pick it up actually his user credential and set actually the user ID, in my case, to his email address. So if I, let's say, use my access card and then that I'm going on my website to which I'm connected to, then normally the two visits will be associated to each other. So let's do it now. So I'm going to access to the app that I created in App Inventor 2. So in my case, I'm just going to open up my app that I created just for that. So here I am. So here I have my NFC writer. So as you can see, this is my app that I just show you. And normally, if I pass the following coordinate, it should recognize that I pass the door if it works. So here it's telling me, okay, oops. So here it's telling me that it's not, okay, that it's working. So here, as you can see, it's telling me, okay, access authorized, and then my email address, which have been sent. So now if I go on my Mattermost, normally the request has been properly sent. So if I look at log visitor, it's 9:33. It's my mobile. The action is the access door. And now normally, if as well I'm going on my website and that I'm, let's say, browsing some pages, so this is what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going to go over here, and maybe I'm going to go on the home page. So on this website, I set as well the user ID. So let's see if I go on, let's say, like 3 and 4 pages, or maybe more. Will it be associated, let's say, to the same visit? So what we're going to see right now. So I'm just going to refresh my page. So here, this is my visit, and as you can see, I pass the access door, and then after I went on my website, and because I'm using the user ID as the same in order, let's say, to associate the two visits, then actually Matomo is understanding that actually I'm part of the same visit. So that's a basic introduction, let's say, to the Internet of Things, where you can interact with, let's say, other objects in order to link, let's say, individuals to all the tasks that they could do. So of course, you can imagine that if you get those information from a user, for example, if he's within a retail store and using, let's say, an ID card, or even if you have, of course, it can be privacy concern, but let's say facial recognition and that kind of thing. As far as you can get, let's say, user ID in order to recognize that the user who is on the website is the same as the one who is interacting with the Internet of Things, you will be fine, and you can link actually after that all the user together. Hope that helps. Hope that actually this video was not too confused. My wish is, of course, to continue and to make some other tutorial video. For example, I have one I would be very interested in to do in a couple of months from now. It will be more about not NFC but RFID, which are, of course, radio information that you can pass through some chip without any contact, because here in the case that we did, it was near field communication, so there was a contact, but that's my wish actually for the next maybe months. Thanks for watching.